All right, Bed Bath & Beyond haters, this video is for you. You're in big trouble. They just raised another $100 billion in private equity, public equity, I'm not sure which one, probably public. They're issuing different classes of shares and they're soliciting them to the general public, and the general public is gobbling them up like hotcakes. They just got done raising $360 million. Now they're up to $480 million. Ouch, I'm sorry, $460 million. This happened in less than a week. The general public is going to pay off the debt of this company. This company is going to be debt-free. They're going to have a shit ton of inventory, and they're going to still have a few hundred stores open. That's what's going to happen here. The company is not going under. They're not going into bankruptcy. Basically, the Reddit crowd is so hot on this thing, they gave up fighting the shorts. The short squeeze battle is over, and their new line of attack is saving this company. And they're going to save this company by issuing a Class A stock or a Class B stock and raising on a whole nother ticker symbol $460 million to date. Yes, this is a big chunk of their liabilities. It also, I believe, brings them into the black. Let's take a look. Nope, the balance sheet is not in the black, even after this $460 million, but the liabilities come down $460 billion. They are going to owe $4.7 billion with total assets of $4.4 billion. They're going to be a whole lot closer. There's the old yellow line, and they come down, down, down. All of these assets, this is some real estate they can sell, probably not much of it. I'm sure they've already done most of it. And it's also product. It's product from the 600 stores that they closed. It's piled up in their warehouse. Basically, the moral of this story is as this blue line goes down to the proper size of the company. Let's check it out at a higher point when they were more flush. Let's go to annual. Let's go to 2020 when they were selling a bunch of towels. As this blue line comes down because they're selling off the inventory, see it coming down again because I sold off the inventory. The yellow line comes down with it, the liabilities. So the money that they're taking in that they don't have to pay for because they sold it off their shelves because it was shipped from another store that they closed, they have too much inventory. When they sell that inventory, instead of putting in a cost factor for it, they can just send the money over to the liabilities column. So actually, if you look at 2022 and you look at this annually, and then you add the 460 million that they just got in the last week or two, yeah, they're even more right side up. They got $5 billion in assets, liabilities $4.96 billion. So they're right side up in the balance sheet. This correlates with this. This product goes away. This goes away. When this thing hits something manageable that a 260 store chain can handle, and they have tons of inventory that they don't have to pay for, things are going to change. This company is not going out of business. I predicted in my last video that they would be putting up another public offering tomorrow. The last one went so swimmingly. They asked for $150 million and they got $360 million. So they woke up the next morning and they ran another public offering. Very smart. If people are absolutely insistent that this place stay open, which they clearly are, they will run a bull run on that cash, inject it into the company. Sure, they're diluting it further, but they're not diluting bbby. That's all. That's kind of all they care about. They just want to crush the shorts. It's so silly. Or they just love the company. I don't know what their motivations or why they're doing it. But it seems pretty obvious this company can raise just about anything that they want to raise. And how much more do they need to raise to right this ship? Well, let's assume they got 260 profitable stores, more inventory than they can shake a stick at, collapsing debt load. The income statement is, they lost $500,000 last year. Shoot, the new IPO money just paid for that. The year before they lost even less. They're getting closer, folks. They're getting closer to these both lines being small. This monthly payment becoming affordable, and hopefully they're getting rid of their variable debt. Hopefully they're going to be on the fixed long term on most of it. It doesn't look like bankruptcy, doesn't look like anything except for absolute love for this company and charity that is going to save this company. As a bbby stockholder, the charity's going to take a while. They're going to run up this one here another 100 million. They're probably going to get another 300 million because they asked for 100 million. It's just going to go up even more. And then they're going to do it again, and they're going to do it again, and they're going to do it again. And they're going to do it a few more times. And within a couple of months, these nutty investors are going to correct the balance sheet. And as time rolls on, the balance sheet is correcting itself. Got a little worse here. You didn't see the double decline like you've been seeing. So maybe this is some more debt that they're more stuck with than inventory. Inventory debt, or they didn't pay it off. Maybe they needed the money for something else. But yeah, closing stores is expensive. It's probably a lot cheaper than keeping them open. The bonus is the entire inventory of the store gets to go to another store who now has 3 times more stuff than they ever had. They can stack it high and watch it fly. Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm going to be a bull on this one just because the world's not giving up on it. And when I say the world, it's not the BBY investor. It's the people just injecting cash into this company. They won't quit. They will not quit. $460 million raised this month. Hello. Do you do that much? I don't know. That sounds like a month's worth of business here with no cost factor or any problems at all. No taxes probably needed on it either. There's every reason to like Bed Bath & Beyond right now on the latest news. It didn't give a shit. The one day it lost 10% today. Lost 17% in 5 days. I don't know. I don't know when to buy it. I just know this company's going to be around a long, long time. They're going to be a 200-something store chain. You'll have to do the math, figure out per store how much they do every month, find out what kind of revenue they're going to have. They're going to be profitable. This particular stock is going to go back up. The other one is not. I don't think any of the winnings are going to be awarded to that unless it gets back to be a $10 billion company, which will never happen. These people, instead of throwing it at GameStop for $400 a share, being ridiculous, they're just being ridiculous right here. And when will this stop? It's not going to. These people are going to go all the way, and it is just a fraction of what they gave the GameStop people. Remember, they were trading that one up to 300, 400, 500. People were just buying and buying and buying and buying. These people are just throwing $20 each at it, and all of a sudden the company gets $460 million. Everyone's going to throw another 20 at it next month. You'll see. And the more this happens, the more the small charitable contributions come rolling in from millions of people, the more you will see this thing recover. It is a bizarre anomaly to anything. I've never seen so much investment in a dead company. How dead are they? Well, a whole lot less dead than they were last month. You could put it that way. People still think they're dying, apparently. So this is an opportunity. Where do you get in? That's the only question. Do you wait for 10 cents a share? Do you wait for 20 cents a share? Do you wait for them to get another $500 million? How many times do you need to see them get $500 million before you're believing in it? Start paying attention to this one again. It's not over. Pay attention to how much free money they're getting from the investor, and pay attention to what that does to their balance sheet, and pay attention to when you start to see it nearing a point where you like it, like, just one more or just two more. Maybe you'll be ahead of the pack. Let it collapse for a little while. Maybe get it really slow and buy it all the way to the bottom if you're a believer. If not, stay away. But I say it's going to recover. This is just a charity case, and charity loves this thing more than anyone else does. And they're righting their company. There's no question about that. It's going in the proper direction very strongly, much more strongly than it's ever done with business lately. But the stock still goes down. Doesn't give a crap about it. I guess they realize they need to do it a few more times. Well, I think they can, and they will, and they're going to. I just predicted round number 2 would come right after round number 1. Now I'm going to predict round number 3 is going to come right after round number 2. And they are going to just keep telling the Reddit user, hey, you want us to live, send us $50. And they're going to. These people are great. Anyhow, I don't know what the promise is later. I don't know what the upside for them might be, but the cash is coming to save Bed Bath & Beyond. They have financing, and it's called the Reddit user. Have a wonderful day. Here's your bull video on Bed Bath & Beyond. Get in at a certain point. Buy just a little bit. You might just be proud of yourself. This company is going to make a switch. It's going to be a company again. They're not done yet. It's a big name. Just the name is worth a lot. The market share of the company, still $130 million. Is the name worth that? Maybe. I don't know. It's a household name. What's that worth these days? Hopefully it's worth $130 million and 200-something stores and more charity than you can shake a stick at. Anyhow, bulls, I'd say start accumulating. And if it gets worse, get more. And just start slow. And don't put enough in where you're going to be phased if it goes bad. Because it could. The investor could wind down, and this thing could wind down like it's on course to. Anyway, just another way to look at things. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bed Bath & Beyond, bbby, ticker symbol. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'm James with another stock update.